Alright, so it has been 3 weeks, I believe, since I did a YouTube video. So I'm just going to pop on, do an uncut, rambling of a reseller sort of thing. I've done a couple of these in the past and we're going to make it a thing. Solely because I haven't got time to sort of sit and edit a video. So I've got a spare 10-15 minutes now. I'm going to just ramble on about reselling, about what's going on in my business, and just, yeah, see what we can do. I'm going to try and not cut this whole video. So if there's any mumbling and stuttering, you know it's true. You know I haven't cut it. So what's been going on in my business? Let's talk about it. So the last 3 weeks have been chaos. I've really got my act together this last sort of month, and the business is looking good. I'm doing really well sales wise. I'm on, I believe my last 30 days is 6,000, so I'm on track to hit 18,000 90-day total, which is great. The Vinted's just got up and running. Vinted Pro, let me know down below, are you guys using Vinted Pro? How's it going compared to eBay? Are you going to use it all the time? Are you going to come off of eBay? Are you not going to touch Vinted Pro? Where do you sit on it? Where do you stand? Let me know down below. For me, it's always been a case of listing the stuff that I have in the shop on Vinted, just to try and get a few sales, try and refresh that stock as often as I can that's in the shop, trying to keep that turning over. But it's actually performing very well. I turned my Vinted Pro back on, finally got through. I know people have been having trouble signing up. I was one of those people. Finally got signed up, turned it on, I think Monday, and I've already done like 300 quid worth of sales in 5 day stint, which is obviously great. I feel like I'm talking really fast. So yeah, it's definitely worth having Vinted. If you're thinking and ahhing, is it worth the extra work? I would say yes. You can get cross listers. I'm not affiliated with any of them. The only one I've ever used is Zipsale. It has a lot of flaws with it. The delisting doesn't really work great. Then maybe there's another option. Do your research. But yeah, Zipsale is definitely an option. You do have to pay for something like that, but it does make life a bit easier. What else is there? Yeah, so I had loads of stuff built up. I still do. As you can see on top of here, this is all not listed. And up here is all not listed. And down on the floor, if you can see, there's an IKEA bag and then a little pile here as well that are not listed. And if we go back through here into the kitchen, turn my light on, if I can show you, there's 2 boxes there and a pile of stuff there. That's a bag. That looks worse than it is. That's just an empty rucksack, and there's some shoes in the box down there and a little bag there filled with shoes. That's all come from car boot sales. It's all stuff that needs to be washed and cleaned and sorted through, and we're working through it. I had a whole pile of clothes just dotted around. Yeah, that if they come from Vinted and they had like a little bit of mud on them or something, I just put them to one side, and that was building up. But this week I've really got my act together, bought myself some wet wipes, and I've gone through and just clean the lot by hand, and got them listed. And now I've got 73 in my draft bank that are all dotted about. So it goes to show how far, on this 10 days, just for reference, I'm now a whole week ahead. I could not do, if I wanted to, I could take a week off and just do my shipping. I'm not going to do that because what would be the point, you know. But yeah, that's how much money I had sitting around, lying around, and I still have, like I just showed you, so much more. So don't have a death pile is my point. Hopefully this is all making sense. I feel like I'm rambling, which is kind of the point of the whole title, rambling of a reseller. But yeah, death piles are killing you. Get your death piles listed. And I want to talk about a little this isn't edited. This is the trouble with not editing your videos, right? I had a mindset shift the other day because I was trying to work out how I can earn more money. Obviously that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to earn money with the business. And I had an arbitrary number of £300 extra a week, just a complete random number I threw out there. And I was getting overwhelmed by that number, thinking, well, that's not even doable. Until I realised, wait, how many sales is that? How much profit do I make per sale, and how many sales extra would that be? And I realised I make £10 per sale-ish, roughly. Sometimes it's 15, sometimes it's 8, sometimes it's 25, but average £10. So that puts me at 30 sales a week extra I would need to make that £300, which completely switches your perspective, right? Because you start thinking, right, how many is that a day? And I can't remember now, but I believe it's 4 a day, 7 days a week. So all of a sudden you go, well, actually that's doable, right? Because 4 a day extra is not that bad. I mean, to do that immediately, to go, right, get 4 a day right now from tomorrow, I need 4, that's a lot. But to go, right, maybe in a couple months, and if I build that up, if I put a bit of money to the side, especially when car boots come back, and maybe if I do it up a charity shop run, it starts to become doable. You can start to break down that little bit of that overwhelmed state of mind starts to break down a little bit, because you start realizing actually that is doable. But yeah, so £300 extra a week is now doable when you start thinking about it as actually it's only 4 extra sales a day, and I'm not expected to do that tomorrow. I'm expected that in say 3 months, maybe it's 2 months. And maybe for me, I've got that 70 items draft bag. I'm sure everyone watching this does have a death pile of probably a minimum, probably 15 items. Some of you probably won't, you're more organized than me, but a lot of people do. And maybe that's a great place to start. You know how many items, you should know how many items you sell average per day. If you don't know, take on your eBay 90-day total dashboard, however many sales it says. So say mine's at the minute is 600, divide that by 90 days, and that's how many in the last 90 days you've sold per day. Mine's around 6 at the minute, I believe. So yeah, that's how you work it out. So and then you just build on that. So you go, right, how many, if I've got 500 listed, which is how many I've got listed, and I list 10 a day, you can sort of start doing the maths and go, right, if I'm selling 6, I want to get to 10, which would be that extra 4 a day. I need to maybe double my listed total. So maybe I need 1,000 listed to hit that 10 sales a day. And you got something to aim for. And all of a sudden, yes, that's a long time away. Yes, getting from 500 listed to 1,000 listed is a long stretch. It's going to take a lot of investment. But all of a sudden, it becomes doable because you've broken it down. You understand what it's going to take to get there. And maybe that's too much. Maybe you don't want to get there. Maybe you think actually doubling my listings and doubling my total listings isn't feasible, time-wise, space-wise, and just maybe you don't want to do that. But then all of a sudden you realize, okay, rethink it. Maybe I need to increase my profit per item, whatever it is, but it helps you break down how that's doable and if that's doable for you. But yeah, I thought it was a really interesting little perspective shift of trying to work out if a goal's doable, if you can do it, and how you can do it, and gives another idea and perspective on growing. But yeah, we're doing all right. That's our goals at the minute. What else can we talk about? We can talk about the fact that I'm running out of room in here. Not running out of room, so I've got these boxes, and as you can see, we are fully stocked right up to the last box now, and I've ran out of boxes. So I haven't run out of shelf space. As you can see, this is a mess, excuse the mess, but yeah, I've got plenty of box space. I've just ran out of boxes. So if we come out to the shop and see the front of the shop, excuse me, I've got all of these parcels that are all so they are listed. They're listed, but they're not stored away. They're just behind there. So, excuse me, uncut. This is what happens. So yeah, basically I've had to order more of these boxes that aren't cheap. They're about £1.50 a box or something from Kite Packaging. I'm sure I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but that's where I got them from. So if you were wondering, that's where. 10 by 10 by 25. You can't get the exact size, but they do rough ones on there. But yeah, if you were wondering, they're 10 inches by 10 inches by 25 inches, something like that. If you were looking to do the storage system, just to help you out there. But yeah, I've had to order more, so I have to wait for them to come and just hope I don't get overrun without the shop. It is what it is. We'll have to make do for about another week, but yeah, hopefully they'll come sooner rather than later. What else? That is about it. Now I'm going to list on Vinted. So all of this stuff down here, it's just gone 5, but 5:30 for me. All this stuff down here I want to get listed on Vinted, but probably 2 bag for life's worth of stuff. I'm not going to do it tonight. I'm just going to photograph it because it is a Friday. Photograph it all, then go home, chill out, probably put the Office on, the American version, and do some listing. It's very easy once on Vinted. It takes about 1 minute. Once you get your pictures done, it's literally 1 minute to get a listing done. So I'll smash out half an hour of photos, go home, chill out Friday evening, and get some more work done. But yeah, I've got this bag to sort through as well, bag for life. A friend of mine brought that in for me to sort through because he used to be a reseller. He's given it up and now he wants to shift it all onto me, which is great. I'm not going to take it all. I probably won't take a lot of it, to be honest. I've told him that I'm really fussy at the minute what I'm taking. But yeah, that's another job I need to do rather today or tomorrow. So I'm going to crack on. I hope you don't mind me just coming on here and rambling. If you did enjoy, smash the like button. I really do appreciate everyone that comes along and watches these videos. It's actually staggering the amount of people that watch these videos. Yeah, crazy. I really do appreciate it. But we are close to 1,600 subs, I believe. Yeah, that's awesome. We're aiming for 2K by the end of the year. I'm not sure if I'm going to hit it just because I keep struggling to get these videos out. That's why I'm just doing an uncut one to try and get one out, really. But yeah, it's hard now the car boots aren't on as well. But I'm going to try my best to try and get as many videos out, try and get a day in the life done. When something's interesting going on, this is the trouble at the minute. Life's very boring, right? Because I just come to work, do my listings, source some Vinted and do my shipping and go home. There's not much to it. There's not much excitement going on. So as soon as something exciting's happening, I'll make sure to get the camera out. But until then, see you on the next one. Bye-bye.